Coming up in this video, there will be rude book covers, rats eating books, the bargains I picked up at the car boot sale, and some of my sales. It's a lovely sunny Sunday, perfect for a car boot by the sea. And the first books I picked up were this bundle of Tom Sharp paperbacks. I paid £1 for the whole lot. These are the old pan ones with the very rude illustrations, which just caught my eye because sometimes old pan books do quite well, and these are very old because obviously they haven't got a barcode. Also, I thought this would be a funny summer read. So we have The Wilt Alternative, Ancestral Vices, Wilt. Sorry, that's a bit rude. I shall keep my thumb over that. Oh, right. These might need a bit of editing to give you the PG version. Throwback. The Great Pursuit. Vintage Stuff. Wilt on High. And a much more sensible cover, Grantchester Grind. So these books, they don't actually have a massive amount of value individually, but once I've read them, I think I should be able to bundle them up and get a little bit for them. I don't know, maybe £14, £15 if I'm lucky. As I say, none of them are first editions, but they are all 1970 pans, 1974, 1976, something like that. But yeah, that'll be a fun read. I remember watching Blot on the Landscape with David Suchet in 1985 on BBC TV. And these books definitely need to be read in their historic context and probably aren't for the faint-hearted. And another fun read, maybe not quite so fun, is the Poldark books, the first 5. So we have Ross Poldark, Demelza, Jeremy Poldark, Graham Warlegan, and The Black Moon. Now, funny, these ones are the Fontana editions, and it says now on BBC TV. Obviously, this was the first time they were on BBC TV, not the recent ones, as you can tell from the pictures. I think I like the styling of the newer version of the TV show, to be honest, than the old one like this. Yeah. So these I paid, what did I pay for these? £1.50 for those. Not a huge amount of value, but as an old-fashioned set, they might sell, I don't know, £10 maybe if I'm lucky, but I'll obviously be reading those. Ones that I won't be reading, however, are these, which I think I've read them before, to be honest. I don't know if you can see that with this light in here. It says there's a magic feather for every weather fairy. So this is the Rainbow Magic books, nice hard case, and this is books 9 to 14. And they're all the weather ones. Not a huge amount of value on this, but it was £1, so I picked it up, and it's got a nice little bonus unicorn sticker there on it. How cute. I'll probably just list these for £9.99. Oops, put them there. I found a first edition hardback Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Yep, so it says first edition down there. These seem really variable on eBay. There doesn't seem to be a massive value in them, and it needs a bit of TLC to brighten it up a bit. But actually haven't got this one. We have books 1 to 6, I think, and then we ended up borrowing the last 2 off of our sister-in-law to read. So this one might actually stay in the collection. That wasn't the only Harry Potter first edition I found today. I found this one tucked in a box. And as you can see, it is a first edition hardback of the Order of the Phoenix. But this one has been chewed by rats or mice. So I left that one there. That was £1, that one. And this was Fear by Michael Grant, part of the Gone series. This is a nice condition. And this was 50p, because the only reason I bought this was because, I can't remember if it was last Sunday or the Sunday before, at the car boot, I bought the set of the Gone series and this one was missing. And today, when I saw this one, I thought, I'm sure that's the one I'm missing. And I think I even recognised the lady who sold me the other set. So she might have actually found it and brought it this time, which is quite ironic. But yeah, so 50p, completed my set, and I shall be able to list them because I've got a set already. So I'll be listing those ones up and reading the other ones I've got. And then for the random price of 70p, because the poor lady didn't have any change and neither did I, that she just wanted rid of. I think she was actually quite embarrassed to be selling these, to be honest. Quite amusing. So these are what we would call paranormal romance, I think they call these. So we have Angela Knight and Diane Whiteside, Captive Dreams. You could probably get seeing the theme here. About a Dragon by G.A. Aiken. And Dragon Actually by G.A. Aiken. I think it's actually, those are books 1 and 2 of these sets, of this set. Walk on the Wild Side by Christine Warren. And then 2 by Nalini Singh, Hostage to Pleasure and Caressed by Ice. Not really the sort of thing I usually read, but I might have a look just for the amusement factor. But I figured that sort of fantasy, romance might sell well as a set. So once I've had a look to see how amusing they are, I will possibly list them all together for, I don't know, maybe somewhere between £9 and £15. I'll have to look them up individually and see if actually any of them have any worth. But I don't think they do. These are all seem to be from America printings. But my find of the day, it was right at the end, weirdly, so I'm surprised nobody else found it. The Fighting Fantasy Wizard books, published by Wizards of the Coast, these ones, books 1 to 10 in the nice presentation case. And these can sell anywhere from £30 to £80, depending on condition and how much competition you've got. The RRP was probably about that. Yeah, the RRP was about 50. These ones, although the case is actually in pretty good condition, considering that it was just chucked in a box with a load of tools. It's each book I've had them out and had a quick look, and they have. Oh, I'm gonna have to put it down. It's quite heavy. The adventure sheets have been used on most of them, except for the last couple, I think. So they'll need cleaning up, seeing if I can rub those out. And they have got a little bit of foxing and a little bit of wear to the books themselves, although the spines look quite nice, so it looks nice in its presentation case. But when you actually get the books out, they're a little bit foxed. So yeah, so they were £1. So that was my find of the day. I shall probably list them on the lower end of the scale just to clear the space, and obviously because they're not in immaculate condition, unfortunately. So obviously not a massive lot today, although I did get a couple of jigsaw puzzles and some more wool. Although I did say I wasn't going to buy wool, but it was £1 for a whole bag, so I had to. So I've just put all of these into my book database on Bookmori. That's how I keep track of what I've got, what I've paid for them, so I know which books I'm missing in series and things like that, because it works offline and you can use it when you're out and about. Yeah, I highly recommend Bookmori, and it's also a book tracker. And I'm not being paid to say that, honestly, that's just my personal opinion. I really like the app. And even though I put these ones on as box sets, it says that I now have over 1,000 books, so I am officially a library. How mad is that? Let's hope some of these sell soon so I can get down to being just a hoarder. So let's take a look at a few recent sales. Thomas Hardy's Wessex Tales, I showed you this one in a previous video, picked up from the car boot for 20p, sold for £9.99. A box set of Minecraft handbooks in hardback, bought for £1.50, sold for £9.99. A Tutankhamun jigsaw puzzle book, bought for £2.50, overpaid for this, only sold for £9.99. The Sinclair's Mysteries Quartet, bought for £4 and were an excellent read, which I highly recommend, and you can watch my video review here, and these sold for £12.99. I am still a library though. Anyway, that's it for now, and I better go and list some stuff on eBay. Nah, I'll go and read a book.